If a man does these things, he really loves you. If your man is more comfortable talking about work, sports, or anything else besides his feelings, you might be frustrated and wondering if he really loves you. The best part is you don't have to read mind to know if he's crazy about you. Every man is different, but men who are in love usually behave in predictable ways. By keeping an eye out for a certain sign, you can get a good sense of how truly in love he really is. 1. Observing his action. Notice how he treats you. If your boyfriend loves you, he will treat you with respect. That means that he listens to you and cares about what is going on in your life. 2. See how much you question his feelings. If a guy really loves you, it's doubtful you need to question if that is going to make you feel his love in one way or another by showing you how he feels and saying it to you. 3. Check to see how much time he spends with you. A guy who loves you is going to want to spend time with you. If he makes time for you or on a regular basis and goes out of his way to see you, he's likely in love with you. 4. See if he is willing to do part of the work. That is it. He should be willing to come up with plans and dates, not just you. You shouldn't have to schedule everything yourself. If he's willing to make time to lead at least part of the time, he probably cares for you. Make sure he's willing to compromise. Being in a relationship means making sacrifices. Sometimes by compromising with another person, that means sometimes he gives a little more and sometimes you give a little more as well. 6. Notice if he does the small things. For instance, does he ask you if you want water when he goes to the kitchen? Does he plug in your phone when he notices it's low? If he anticipates what you need and does little things to make your life better, then he probably loves you. 7. Make sure he's not embarrassed by you. If a guy loves you and wants to be with you, then he shouldn't be embarrassed by you. That means that he's at least willing to introduce you to friends and family. See if he likes to be close to you in public. 8. This steps goes hand in hand with the previous one. If he's embarrassed by you, he won't draw you close in public. In other words, watch to see if he likes to pull you close in public or if he likes to publicly display his affection. 9. Watch how he communicates. If he only calls once a week and barely has anything to say, that's probably not a good sign. However, if he spontaneously texts, emails, and calls on a regular basis, then he probably can't get you out of his mind, meaning he loves you. Pay attention to what he cares about. 10. That is when you get together, does he ask questions about you and your day? Does he seem to genuinely cares about what's going on in your life? If he's truly interested in what you're doing, he likely cares about you. See if he remembers. Of course, guys and people in generally are going to forget things including important dates and past conversation, and if he makes an effort to bring them up later, then he is likely in love with you. Notice if he cares enough to fight. 12. To truly fight with someone, you need to care about that person and then find a way to make amends. If he's willing to fight, make amends, he's willing to fight, or if just brushes off arguments with a book. Pay attention to grammar. 13. That if he starts using we on a regular basis rather than just I, that could be a sign he loves you. Don't be afraid to ask if you're in a healthy relationship. You can simply have a conversation about your feelings. Talk about what you like about him and tell him what you are feeling. In turn, ask if he has the same kind of feeling for you. No, he's afraid of rejection. Saying I love you makes you vulnerable as the other person may not reciprocate those feelings he may feel afraid that you'll reject his love, even if you've shown him you love him already. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. See you in our next video. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I uploaded another video.